Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel, and welcome back to the most exciting episode of the entire series here in the Cincinnati Reds rebuild on MLB The Show 22. That is right, and that's no like clickbait or anything. This is the most exciting and most anticipated episode of the entire series to date because we are in year number 3. About to finish year number 3, at least the regular season portion. And we have one 3-game series left with the Milwaukee Brewers. But that's not the part that's anticipated or exciting or thrill. That's not the thrill of the hunt right there. The exciting part is that, as you can see, the Brewers are 80 and 79, 3 games back of our Cincinnati Reds, who are 83 and 76. So, if we take a look at the standings, we are the only team to have not clinched the division yet. The only division that has not been settled this late into the season. Even the wild cards have been settled. So there's only one path to the postseason this year, and it is for us to win the division. Whoever wins this game, actually I can't say that. If we win this game, we have clinched the NL Central. All we have to do is win one of our final 3 games, and we are the division champs. We are the NL Central champs, and we make the playoffs for the first time in the series. All we have to do, because the Brewers are 3 games back. So if we win 1 game, that pushes them to 4 games back. There's not 4 games left in the season for them to tie it, and it's mathematically impossible. But if we lose 2 or all 3 of these games, which I really hope doesn't happen, if we lose 3 games to the Brewers, if we get swept, that means they'll have the tiebreaker, I would assume, and they'll jump us and they'll make the playoffs as the division winners. So all we have to do is win 1 game. We are going to play the first game of the series, try to get it over with with little drama as possible. Daniel Espino will take the mound for us against Ethan Small. But we want to do this with as little drama as possible. I want to go in and obviously just absolutely obliterate these Brewers at their ballpark. I forget what it's called now. It's American Family Insurance Field or something. I forget what it's called at this point. But we are going on the road to finish out the season. We just have to win 1 game. And as you remember from the last episode, or maybe you don't remember, Javier Baez, our rental player, got injured with a fractured wrist a few weeks into the last month of the season, into September. So he is done. He's on the 60-day DL for at least 21 more days, maybe even more, depending on how long that injury lingers for him. So he's done for the season. He's probably even done for the wild card slash divisional round, even if we make it. So let's say we win this series against the Brewers, or we win 1 game, we make the playoffs. We're probably going to have to take on one of the wild card teams in the first round of the playoffs. So with that, he's not going to play in the game. And then he probably doesn't even play in the divisional, the NLDS, if we make it past that. So he's the earliest he could come back is probably a few games into the NLCS. So we are going to be missing out on Javi Baez, who was one of the main reasons why we brought him in, is to be a rental for the postseason. He's not even here. So I moved Jonathan India over to shortstop, and we are going to be starting rookie Rick Chapman, who's played in 28 games this season, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs, 268 average. He is going to be playing in the most important time of the season. He's going to be getting big at-bats. Can we rely on him? I mean, we have some other players that can play shortstop, so it's not like if Rick Chapman can't get it done, then it's the end of the world. And plus, we have a little bit of a cushion because we have that 3-game lead over the Brewers. We have a little bit of a cushion, but I want to finish it in game 1. I don't want to have to go into game 2 or game 3 of the series and have to be sweating, because that's when mistakes are made. So we have it right in front of us. We know what we have to do. All we got to do is go out there and execute. So let's go and play the game. We are going to be rocking my favorite unis of all time, which are the Cutoffs Road 99s. That's what we're going to be rocking in today's episode. It is American Family Field. That's what it was. Got to go with quick counts. Retractable roof is going to be on. I know Daniel Espino's got the cold symbol next to him. We could go with like Julio Urias or Shohei Ohtani. We could switch it up. which I might want to go with Julio because he is like the best player on our staff. He was like all-star starter. He's having one of the best seasons we've ever seen. I think I might go with him. Although, because who do we want to take on? Because we're probably gonna have to play in that one-game playoff, that one-game wild card. So do we want our best play, or do we want our ace like Shohei, or do we want our secondary ace Julio Urias? We've got a few options here. We've got a few options of who we want to go with. Man, I am in a tough spot here. Or do we just stick with the guy who's supposed to take the mound? I think we just stick with Daniel Espino. Oh, that's not a good sign, though. His ERA currently sits at 5.72. It might be time for a change. Man, even the show wants me to replace him with somebody else. Is this a bad idea to not heed the warning? We're going to trust Daniel Espino. That might be a really bad idea, but we are going to trust him. And they have Austin Martin actually on the bench for Tristan Casas. I'm going to switch that back. Casas is going to be on the bench. Austin Martin will start at right field. Then we got Alek Thomas, Eloy Jimenez. Josh Bell makes his return to the lineup after being injured for a while. Jonathan India at shortstop. Tyler Stevenson, Rick Chapman, Ellie De La Cruz, and then Joey Votto's our DH. I don't know if I like Jonathan India hitting 5. I think I might want to have Jonathan India hitting a little bit later in the lineup. Have Ellie De La Cruz hit 5. Have India hit 8. Votto hit 9. I like that a little bit better. And then we'll lead... Actually, you know what? We could lead off with India like we usually do. You know what? Let's do that. India will lead off, and then we'll have Austin Martin hit 8. So that'll be the lineup. And we're going up against the Brewers, who don't look like they've changed too much. Let's get into this game, man. Win this game, and we win the division. Let's do it.
This opportunity is once in a lifetime.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. MLB The Show has action out of the NL Central. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
This is beyond you. You deserve more. I promise you I'm not playing games like this.
Just a little bit away from first pitch. And on the hill, Ethan Small. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this.
We can definitely say there is not a lack of drama in the final series of year number 3. And Jonathan India will lead off with a bullet to third base, but it's caught at the hot corner. And Alek Thomas will take the base, or will take the plate for the first time today. 3-2 count, and he gets that to right field, but unfortunately that was hooking a little bit too foul. That could have done some damage there. That could have been an easy double if it was fair. And now Thomas will put it into right field again, but unfortunately this time the right fielder will be underneath it to catch it. Eloy Jimenez. All right. Let's do this. Let's finish the season strong. That's going to be a nice walk. Eloy takes a 2-out walk there. That's big. And now Josh Bell comes back. The debut. He's in a contract season if you have forgotten. And Josh Bell will not deliver in his first at-bat back in the lineup. Okay. We've got Daniel Espino. I put some faith in him. I don't know if it's a good idea or not. He's been struggling this season. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but if it was a matter of one game left in the season, that's going to be an automatic double in the first hit of the game. That's not a good sign. Come on, Espino, what are we doing here? Martin will not be able to get it, and the first 2 batters that Daniel Espino faces are getting on base, and one hits a 2-run homer. Okay, so we start this game down 2-0. That is not good from Daniel Espino. That doesn't fill me with a lot of confidence. If it would have been like one game to decide the season, I would have probably put Ohtani or Urias in. But because we have that little bit of cushion, I felt more confident in the fact that we could go with Daniel Espino. But now this first inning has not filled me with that much confidence anymore. It has kind of drained my confidence at this point. I'm kind of worried. Oh, but that's a nice fastball right by Urias. And now we got Akil Baddoo. And he's going to get right past one. Seems like they can't handle the speed of the fastball in the first inning. That's going to be past Josh Bell by first base and into the right field. So it's a 2-out single. Not a great showing here in the first inning for Daniel Espino. All right, we get out of the first inning with a 2-run deficit. Colton Cowser just absolutely destroyed us there. And Christian Yelich with the double to lead off the game. Elliot De La Cruz with a 2-2 count. Former Rookie of the Year. Still trying to develop into a really solid player. And he will ground out to third base in his first at-bat. Tyler Stevenson. And that's going to be a ball. All right. Come on, boys. We got this. There we go. That's a single right into center field. First hit of the night. And it came from one of the more consistent guys on the team, Tyler Stevenson. And now we get to see Rick Chapman, one of our young guys. We traded for him from the Guardians. I was eyeing him the entire draft process. And I missed out on getting him. So to be able to trade for him was a really good thing from the Guardians. And now he's playing in one of the biggest games of his entire career. In his rookie season, too. And he's going to get a single that pushes Stevenson to second. Rick Chapman delivers. Rick Chapman delivers. He gets on base. And now it's Austin Martin. Come on, Austin. One thing in the outfield gets us a run. Probably not two. That was really early. It probably doesn't get us 2 runs unless it's super deep in the outfield. But if it's in the outfield, it probably gets us at least 1. Not going to swing at that. This guy's got a changeup that is super slow. Tyler Stevenson's stolen 12 bases this year? That doesn't seem right. There we go. Work it to a 3-2 count. Votto will come up probably no matter what unless it's a double play. And it's going to be a walk to load the bases. Austin Martin battles back from down 1-2, or 1-1, I think, to get a walk. And it's Joey Votto, the wily veteran. And he will watch that one be a ball. Come on, Votto. I know you don't got a lot left in the tank, but if you could deliver. And one of the biggest moments. That's going to get down. Joey Votto delivers. He gets us a run. And the bases are still loaded. It split the outfielders. Joseph Votto delivers. And now it's Jonathan India, also former Rookie of the Year. Former All-Star starter. And he will miss that one by a lot. That changeup is really throwing me off. It's so slow. It is so slow. And they call a strike 3 on the changeup on the corner. Alek Thomas will come up. 2 outs. Bases loaded. I didn't feel confident. I could hit that pitch with Jonathan India, and we leave the bases loaded. How could we mess that up? Yeah, we do pull 1 back, but we were given a beautiful chance to blow this door open, and we squander with just 1 run. I mean, at least we got 1 run. And Eloy Jimenez misses the play at left field, and it goes past him. What are we doing out here, Eloy? The cutoff man is India. What are we doing? A leadoff triple? That's not Espino's fault. That is 100% Eloy, and they're going to get a run to pull this deficit back to 2. What just happened? How did you miss that, Eloy? The deficit is now back to 2 because of just a boneheaded mistake. I can't believe what I just witnessed right there. Can't actually believe it. 3-2 to Yelich, and he fouls that away. Man, nothing is going to go right for us, is it? Nothing is going to go right for us. It's like the universe doesn't want us to win the division. Colton Cowser already has the home run. Yelich is trying to steal. Even with a bad throw from Stevenson, he's going to throw out Yelich. You don't try and steal a base on Tyler Stevenson. How many times are you going to learn? Or how many times before you're going to learn? And we strike out Colton Cowser, so we rebound there. Man, I'm just upset at this man right here. That wasn't a bad inning from Espino. That was a bad inning from Eloy Jimenez. He can make up for it with a home run, or at least getting on base. He can definitely make up for it. But he is he's in the dog pound right now. He did walk his first at-bat, so that's good, I guess. But it's not going to matter what he did in his first at-bat if he can't do anything in his second at-bat. And he is going to send that to left field, and that's going to be caught. Very early on the timing. And the first out of the inning. Maybe if I would have had better timing, that would have been more dangerous of a hit, but we'll never know. Josh Bell, man, that changeup is so slow. I am not ready for it. I've seen it so many times, and every single time, it's like I'm seeing it for the first time. I am not anticipating the changeup. It is so slow. 79 miles an hour feels like a lifetime before it gets to the plate. It's insane. And that's going to be sent back up the middle. Jeez, Ethan Small had to take cover there. Josh Bell gets on base for the first time in a long time. And now it's Elly De La Cruz. I know Ellie's got the strength to put one over the wall. He just got to get the right pitch. And that's not going to be it there. Take your time, Ellie. Take your time. Find your pitch. And then when you get it, turn on it. That's going to be a changeup. That is a ball. All right. Here it comes. The 2-2, and Cruz will chip that away. Chip. Come on, De La Cruz. Come on. Nope, that's going to be a ball. Good eye, good eye. Good eye. And now we have an opportunity to walk. Good take. Really good take, Ellie. That's what I'm talking about. Tyler Stevenson gets to the plate now. 1 out. He got on base the first time. Come on, Stevenson. You started the rally the last time you were up. 2-1 count. Hitters count now. Come on, Stevenson. That's going to be another ball. 3-1. Is he going to walk? The bases loaded? Ethan Small's confidence is draining. Stevenson chips that away. It's 3-2. Come on. Come on. The energy is draining and the confidence. And Tyler Stevenson sends that to the gap. Go. I'm sending you. We're tying this game. Go. De La Cruz around third. Stevenson has just tied the game with one swing of the bat. The ultra consistent Tyler Stevenson. Boom! 2-run double in the gap in left center. And it's all squared up at 3. We're back even. And now Rick Chapman. Oh, that ball's fumbled. It's like a combination of fumble and bobble. And it's an error by the shortstop. The Brewers are choking. The nerves are getting to the Milwaukee Brewer defense. And that's a called strike. Wow, that's a very generous strike. Very generous strike call by the umpire behind home plate. Austin Martin will go fishing for it. It's going to be a tag at third. And it's a double play. Austin Martin couldn't beat it out. But Tyler Stevenson changes the game with that double. He tied it up at 3. And now it's back to 0-0 at this point. Ooh, Adama's way out in front of that. 38 home runs on the year for him. He's having a pretty solid year. And he's way out in front of the slider. He will go down swinging. Good job, Espino. Now we got Keston Hiura. 1-2 to him, and he will send that to right field. Martin with good reactions gets there in time. Good job. And we had a strikeout last time on Urias, and he will send that to right field. Austin Martin will be underneath it again. Beautiful, beautiful 1-2-3. Espino delivering. And now it's Joey Votto. Come on, Joey. You delivered last time. Can you do it again? He's got a career OBP of 406. That is insane. This man's built different. And he will dive that ball into right field, but it will be caught. If that's prime Joey Votto, that ball is over the wall. But because he's a 57 overall or whatever he is, his ratings are just not good anymore. That was good timing and everything. But Ethan Small's energy is draining quickly. And India will get his first hit of the day. He will drive that back up. So 1 out and a runner on first. 70 speed's pretty good, but I don't feel confident stealing with him. Especially because he has 28 steal. All right, Alec Thomas. He's proven to be very good in simulation, but so far using him in actual games, I have not felt the connection. Same with Eloy Jimenez. They've both done pretty well in simulation so far. But that's going to be a base hit. So he moves India to second. He gets on first. Still 1 out in the inning. All right. And they're going to pull Ethan Small after 3 1/3. It's going to be Dylan Overton. They pull Ethan Small in the biggest game of the season after 3 1/3. Well, every game for the Brewers, these last 3 games, all 3 of them are the biggest game of the season because if they lose one of them, they're going to be eliminated from the postseason, or at least eliminated from a chance of the postseason. 3-2 count to Eloy Jimenez. Runners on second and first, 1 out. And they will give me a bullet that I send back to left field, and that is going to be us taking the lead. Can he get there? Alec Thomas gets there, and the Reds have the lead in the 4th. Dylan Overton comes in and gets us an RBI. And now Josh Bell, all he needed to do was put something in the outfield like he just did. Yes, he did. 2-run lead. This 4th inning's been crazy. The 3rd and the 4th inning have both been crazy. And now it's Ellie De La Cruz. That wasn't even that great of a hit, but it did enough. It got everybody that they needed to get in. And that's going to be a ball. Good eye. I mean, look at that 30. We've scored in the past 3 innings now. We scored in the 2nd, the 3rd, and now the 4th. We're starting to heat up. I'm sending Eloy home. We're getting another RBI. But Josh Bell is going home, or going to 3rd. He will be safe. I thought maybe they'd try to throw that to 3rd to get Josh Bell out because he only got 32 speed or whatever he has. But that is a big-time hit from the rookie, or from the second-year man, Ellie De La Cruz. And Tyler Stevenson will ground into a double play to end the inning. But we have done the damage. It's funny that the man that started that whole rally the inning before, Tyler Stevenson, is the one that ends this rally. But whatever. We did the damage. We pulled it back to a tie game, and then we capitalized and added 3 of our own to give us to a 3-run lead of our own. 6-3 lead in the bottom of the 4th. Espino almost strikes out Baddoo there. I think maybe a changeup will catch him off guard. Maybe. No, he goes with he doesn't chase it. Thought maybe he would. 3-2 count now. Curveball hoping. He goes for it. Grounds it to Rick Chapman at second. 83 speed was quick, but not quick enough. First out of the inning. Jackson Chourio. And he takes that pitch and fouls it to the right side. Let's go slider. Oh, almost got a strikeout there. Luckily, Chapman's able to make the play on it. Tyler Black now. He's 1 for 1 with a triple. An absolutely insane triple that was just stupid. Because Eloy missed the play. If that's fair, it's gone. Just foul. Wow. 2.1 feet outside the foul pole. That was dangerous. Tyler Black means business today. He means business. A triple and a home run would have been insane, but unfortunately for him, it's a triple and a strikeout. Espino survives the inning, has another really solid inning, and he's gone 4 strong. Rick Chapman will foul off the 2-seamer, and it'll be 1-2. Okay. We've pulled this game back. We've completely switched momentum at this point, and Chapman puts that in the air, but not deep enough. We've completely turned the momentum on its side. I'm happy about that. And now we have to hope that we can just have the pitching. I mean, this is why we utilized one of our September call-ups to bring up Jackson Jobe or to whoever it was in the bullpen to bolster the bullpen because of moments like this. I know that I was mentioning it for the actual postseason, but I mean, this is basically the postseason. This is basically the postseason, even though it's still technically regular season. Win this game and we're in. Win this game and the Brewers are eliminated. So, I mean, it's got postseason buzz to it. It's got that big fight feel. And now we've got Joseph Votto to the plate. 1 for 2 on the day, even though he should have had at least a hit. Maybe even a home run, but just didn't have the strength. Come on, Votto. Even Dylan Overton's energy is starting to drain, but that's because he's coming off a 2-day rest. And that's a beautiful strike. I was not sitting on that. I was sitting on a ball the whole way. Caught me looking. Jonathan India got a single his last time out. That was a weird windup. Why was that such a different windup than what he's been doing? Is it because he's got the fear of a steal? Maybe. That was such a weird windup. I wasn't ready for that. Oh, they called that a strike. This home plate umpire is trying to get these Brewers back into this. That's unfortunate. Back-to-back strikeouts. Ends our inning. We go bottom 5. I am going to have a pitcher in the bullpen getting warmed up. Jackson Jobe, unfortunately, is tired, so I don't really feel confident in him. Let's go with Luis Patino and maybe Kenley Jansen. We'll warm up both of those guys. We'll get a young guy and a veteran in the bullpen. So whatever situation we need, whether it be eating a couple innings, we'll go with the young guy, or we need a veteran to get us out of a tight spot, we'll go with Kenley Jansen. And that's going to be Yelich to left field. This time Jimenez is able to track it down. I don't know how I feel about Eloy Jimenez. He's been really good for us in simulation, but when I play as him, I just don't feel as confident. I'm not getting that chemistry that I have with other players, like Tyler Stevenson or Jonathan India or guys like that. Guys that I know I can consistently get hits with every single time I use them. But Eloy Jimenez just doesn't feel that way. I don't know what it is. That's going to be the end of the 5th. Espino has gone 5 strong. I am very, very happy about it. Top 6. They still have confidence in Dylan Overton. 3-2 count, and I was early on the timing on that. That was right down the middle. I don't like Alek Thomas's batting stance. It seems too stiff to me. I want him to be loose. I like a more loose batting stance. That's going to be Tyler Black. He will throw that to first base, and Alek Thomas is done. And now it's Eloy, or is it Eloy? I don't know. However you want to say his name. Ooh, good hit. And that's going to be a nice single on a 3-2 count. I'm seeing a lot of 3-2 counts between Ethan Small and now Dylan Overton. They're really throwing a lot of pitches. Our guys are forcing a lot of deep counts. Oh, I was so early on that. That could have been a nasty single or maybe a double. Who knows how far that would have went. But I was super early on it. Hate myself. And that one I was not early enough. That'll be caught in right field. I was not sitting on a fastball right there, and I could have had better timing. That might have been a home run. Ellie De La Cruz trying to keep this inning alive. Can he do it? And that'll be a walk, so technically he does keep it alive. He gets on base. And now it's Tyler Stevenson, 2 for 3, a single, a double, and a double play. What a wild stat line. And I didn't mean to swing at that. I tried to check swing it, but it'll be the end of the inning. That sucks. I tried to check swing that. So Dylan Overton, even with the lack of stamina, is able to get out of the inning. Now we go bottom 6. I want to see Espino go 6 strong, and then maybe we pull him for Patino in the 7th. And nice strikeout on Willy Adames. That's the first out of the inning. And now it's Keston. 1-1 count to Keston. He pops that up into foul territory. Elliot Cruz will track it down, and he will make the play. All right. Big time catch from him. That's the second out of the inning. Now we got Luis Urias. That would have been weird if it was Luis Urias versus Luis Urias. Strikeout and a flyout, 0 for 2 on the night, and that's another strikeout for him. Espino has gotten really good late in the game. He has built that confidence up, and they are bringing in Justin Topa to try and eat some innings late in this game, trying to keep this game from getting out of hand for the Brewers. But I want this game to get out of hand. Actually, you know what? We could keep it 6-3. I don't really care. It could be 3-4 as long as we have the 4. Rick Chapman will go down, and now it'll be Austin Martin. And Martin will take a swing. That's going to be third base again, back-to-back at third base. Martin almost beat it out, but he doesn't get there in time. And now it's Joey Votto. All right, Joey. Here we go. You love to see it. Joey Votto drives that ball into right center. Does he have the speed? He doesn't. Don't even try it, Joey. Don't even try. Maybe in your younger days you would have extended that to a double, but I'll take a single, man. I'll take a single. Especially at your ripe age of 40 years old. India will also deliver a single. 2-out rally for the Cincinnati Redlegs. You absolutely love to see it. And now we've got Alek Thomas, 1 for 4 on the night. Come on, Alec. We traded for you for a reason. The Diamondbacks didn't want you. They said, we'll put you on the trade block. We don't care. So let me show you how much we value you. Prove it to me. That could be gone. That's got some carry to it. Alek Thomas. Yes, sir. 3-run bomb from the rookie. Alek Thomas has just made this a 6-run lead. And our investment has paid off in full. The Cincinnati Reds will be in the postseason for the first time in a decade. Boom! Alek Thomas. 9-3. Daniel Espino will get a 500 record, and we will cruise into the playoffs. Eloy Jimenez drives in another one. Well, not drives in another. He gets on base. Let's go. This is exactly the kind of game that I wanted to see. A little worrying in the first couple innings. I mean, that Christian Yelich, Colton Cowser 1-2 punch was a little bit scary, but we were able to calm the storm. And that, unless it falls, will not. Great play in left field. But that'll be the end of the 6th inning, or the top of the 6th. No, it's the bottom of the 7th. And let's go with Patino. Another man that we called up at September. Let's see what he's got. And that's going to be an absolute perfect swing. And it's going to be an automatic double. Well, I mean, it's not technically an automatic. What are we doing there? Throw it to... What are we doing there? Ellie De La Cruz. Okay, that's not the way that I wanted to start this. Are we going to have to pull Patino after one pitch? Well, not one pitch, but one batter? Ooh, good strikeout on the comeback there. Good job. I almost said Badu. Good job, Patino. Now it's Tyler Black, and he is going to miss the circle change. We'll go curveball here. And he will go home, go home, go home. Shouldn't have went home. I tried to keep the lead. I shouldn't. That was my bad. We didn't need to force the throw to home. We could have just got the runner out at first. My bad, my bad. I take that. I thought, well, honestly, I thought that it'd be more of an accurate throw from Josh Bell. I mean, you're only throwing, 90 feet to home plate? Didn't need to be off target like that. Luckily, Patino throws a great slider, gets him swinging, and now there's 2 outs. Christian Yelich back up, and he will send that yard. And Luis Patino has been poor. Kenley Jansen will come in to end this inning. Colton Cowser. This game is now, instead of a 6-run lead, it is back to a 3-run lead that we had initially. Chapman makes a great play, hard angle to throw, and that ends the inning, but Yelich drives in too. Now I'm scared again. We'll warm up Chapman, we'll warm up Lucas Sims. Actually, no. We'll warm up Chapman and we'll warm up Bummer. Both of those guys can get warmed up. We're going up against Brent Sutter in the top of the 8th. De La Cruz. That might have enough on it to get him there. Almost. If he had 77 speed, he probably beats it out. Could not get there in time. Good play at shortstop, though. That took him into center field a little bit. And Stevenson will ground that similar spot just on the opposite side. And Stevenson might beat that out. He did. Wow. Bad play from the second baseman, Tyler Black there. Why did you take so much time to set your feet? Just heave one, see what happens. What's the worst? It goes around over and like into the crowd for an error, and then he goes to second. I guess that's the worst thing that could happen. Tyler Stevenson doesn't usually beat out throws, but he does there. Ooh, great eye from Rick Chapman. He will walk. The rookie has great discipline. And now it is a 1-out, 2 runners on situation for Austin Martin, hitting .215 with runners in scoring position. I'd like to raise that a little bit. Give me my lead back. I want my 6-run lead back. That's going to be 3-1 now. Are they really going to walk the bases loaded for the 3rd time in the same game? I mean, it's not the same pitcher, but you get it. No, they won't. They'll get a double play unless Austin... Oh, it's a bad throw. Go, go, go. Dig Stevenson. He does. Let's go. A bad throw from third base. What are you doing? You can't be rushing the throw like that. And Tyler Stevenson is able to get across the plate safe. And Joey Votto will completely whiff that. We've left 12 runners on base this game. That's not good. We could have crazy amounts of runs. Votto will send that to center field. Cowser is going to get close. I don't think I can make this play. 71 speed. Probably gets thrown out there. Probably gets thrown out. But we got the leadoff man, India. 2 for 5 tonight on a 3-2 count. And Jonathan India, ground that to shortstop. Beat it, India. He will not beat it. But we got a run back. So instead of being up 3, we're up 4. And now we will bring in Bummer. I feel confident bringing in Bummer. Jensen only pitched like, 3 pitches or something in that inning? Oh, Bummer, great athleticism, great reaction time. First out. Good job. Good job. Now it's Keston's turn. And Keston will send that to deep left at the wall. Jimenez off the wall, ready for it. I don't think we can make the play at second base. Maybe if I wouldn't have thrown to the cutoff man, we might have been able to get him. It's not a big deal. Urias will send that to left center. Thomas will make the chase. Thomas will be underneath it. I don't think he goes to third here. He doesn't. I didn't think he would. Not fast enough to make the transition over. I think he's only got like 53 speed or something. And Akil Baddoo out in front of the sinker. And we'll go slider, get him chasing, end the inning. Ooh, stays level, doesn't go after it. Okay. We'll go cutter now. He hits the cutter, and that's going to drop for a run. Because there's no way we're going to be able to throw him out at home. No, we weren't going to have a chance anyway. So they bring it back to a 3-run game. Bummer, you're not doing as good as I was hoping. Maybe we should have kept Jansen in. And that's going to be Austin Martin. I took a bad angle on it because I didn't know what I was doing. Get it in, Austin. And it's a bad throw. You cannot be serious right now. The Brewers have made this a 2-run game. What are we talking about here, guys? I mean, I don't understand what's going on. Why are we so bad in these late innings? Chapman to Chapman. We end the inning, but that was not good. Let's just say that. Alexis Diaz will come in, or will warm up in the bullpen. Dylan Lee. It's still a 2-run lead. We still have a little bit of a curve, or a little bit of a cushion, I should say. That's going to be the first out. I would like back to a 3-run lead, because anybody, I mean, Colton Cowser, Christian Yelich, anybody on this Brewers team can go yard with a runner in scoring position. So one swing of the bat could tie this game up, and that's not what we want. We don't want extras, let alone a walk-off. Great play at shortstop. Willy Adames makes an amazing dive there. That was a guaranteed single. That was a guaranteed single that Willy Adames just took away there. And that's going to be Josh Bell, and that's going to be the end of the inning. So, do we keep Aroldis Chapman in? Longtime closer. Or do we put our faith in Alexis Diaz? I think we put our faith in Alexis Diaz. He's been our closer all season. I trust you. I trust you. Bottom 9. De La Cruz fields it. Good throw. That's 1. 2 outs left between the Reds and the postseason. Great pitch. Triple shy of the cycle. We cannot let him get that. He's not gonna. He will go down looking on strikes. And we are 1 out away from playoff baseball for the first time in over a decade. But we've got to go through Colton Cowser. Somebody that has been torturing me forever. We are 1 strike away. And Colton Cowser will extend the game. I hate Colton Cowser so much, man. We're going to get this into the cutoff man so he won't be going to third. But I hate Colton Cowser. And Willy Adames now becomes the only man left. And Willy Adames will tie the game. I'm in a loss for words. Alexis Diaz has just blown the game. What did I just watch? Alexis Diaz, you were 1 out away from winning or getting the save. And now we have to go to extra innings. Why? Why does the world hate me? Why couldn't we just win the game? We were 1 out away. Literally 1 out away. And it's a 2-run no-doubter from Willy Adames, who has not been doing anything all game. He was 0 for 3 before that. He hadn't done anything all night. And then the one time he needs to step up, he hits a no-doubter. 2-run. It wouldn't have mattered if we would have just got Colton Cowser out, but whatever. And now De La Cruz will pop that to Cowser in center field. It's not going to be it. I didn't think that was going to fall. I thought Cowser was going to make it. Josh Bell is out at third. Josh Bell is out at third. Not something I thought I would say. I thought he'd be able to make that. I didn't think that was going to fall out in the first place. Tyler Stevenson, unfortunately, will fly that out to left field. Come on, boys. We cannot be this bad. We had a 6-run advantage at one point in this game. We were up 6-3 at one point in this game. And the rookie will ground out to end the inning. I cannot believe that we are in this situation right now. I cannot believe that we are in this situation. We have burned through our entire bullpen. Something I didn't think we'd have to do. Man, I am so mad right now at this team. And that's going to win the game. Alec Thomas has got to go home. That's going to win. The Brewers just won this game. Wow. Somebody explain to me how I lost this game. Somebody explain to me how I lost this freaking game. We were up 6-3 at one point in this ball game. In the bottom of the ninth, we had a 2-run lead, excuse me. We had a 2-run lead with 2 outs. With 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. And somehow the Brewers have won this game. I am so mad right now. It's not even funny. It's not even freaking funny how mad I am. I could blow a gasket right now. That's how mad I am. And now we have to go another game before we can find out if we are going to be in the postseason. We're going to quick manage it. But I am so mad right now. Like, it's not funny. We take a 1-0 lead. Shohei Ohtani's on the mound, so that's good. We have a 3-0 lead now. 6-0 lead. Now we have an 11-0 lead. A 13-0 lead. Shohei Ohtani is dealing. Shohei Ohtani is dealing. And we go into the bottom. We're going to jump into this game. We go into the bottom of the ninth with a massive, massive lead. If we can't win this game, then I just quit YouTube at this point. I'm going to have somebody warming up. It's going to be Jansen, just in case Shohei starts to feel it a little bit. But I feel confident that Shohei can get us done. He's done so well this game. These at-bats have finally, or the hits have finally started to come. The runs have finally started to be here. And that's number 1. I'm so happy that we finally start to rally behind our pitchers. Our pitchers have been pitching fairly well this entire season. It's just we can't get the runs to support them. That's going to be Josh Bell has the speed to get there. Good job. All right. And now we've got 1 out left. 2 strikes. Come on, guys. I just want to win. I just want to go to the postseason. Please. That's going to get foul, thank God. I know he's getting tired. He's got 1 more strike. Come on, Ohtani. I just need 1 strike from you. 1 strike and we go to the postseason. Thank you! We win the NL Central for the first time in the series. I said at the beginning of this game, or at the beginning of the episode, that I wanted to do this with as little drama as possible. We didn't do that, but we got the job done in the end. Thank God. Thank you, Shohei, for being that guy. Man, I am still so mad that we choked that game away. So mad. But we've won the division. Yes, sir. We will be in the postseason for the first time in this series. It is about time. GM goals, reach the postseason. We are going to be keeping our job after the season. You love to see it. Let's simulate the game. We actually beat the Brewers to go 85-77. We've won the division. And we're taking on the Braves in the divisional round. Okay, I thought we'd be in the wild card, but it looks like it's the Mets and the Padres, and we are taking on the Braves. So we actually have Shohei Ohtani led the league in strikeouts. Urias led the league in shutouts, so that's cool. And then we have an award, and it's Nick Senzel Gold Glove. So let's go through this really quickly. Manny Machado and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. are the MVPs. Cy Young is Walker Buehler. Urias is in the conversation. But yeah, Walker Buehler deserves that. 18-2 is insane. And the American League Cy Young is Robbie Ray again. So in the past 3 seasons, he's won 2 of them. Good for him. Juan Soto wins the batting title. And also it is Arias? I never knew how to pronounce his name, but he wins the batting title in the American League. Reliever of the year, Alex Reyes and Garrett Whitlock. Rookie of the year is James Wood, who we played against, actually. And then Steele Walker. All right, so we don't get back-to-back rookies of the year, but that's okay. Rick Chapman didn't really play enough to earn that. Hank Aaron is Juan Soto and Vladdy Jr., and then we'll go through the Gold Gloves really quickly. Here we go. I'm not really going to read everybody's name off because that's not really very time managed, but there it is. Nick Senzel gets Gold Glove catcher, so that's something. That's pretty cool. And now we go to Silver Slugger. Shohei Ohtani wins Silver Slugger for the pitcher, hitting 275 with 25 home runs. That's pretty cool. Good for him. There is Silver Slugger for second base. What's his face? India almost got it. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. Alek Thomas almost won Silver Slugger for the outfield. Would have been cool as well. So those are the awards. We'll go through the... not the stats, the league leaders, because I didn't really look at that too much. So I'm not going to read it off, but I will scroll through. So if you want to just pause it at any moment, you certainly can. If you want to see if any of your favorite players have led the league in a certain stat. We found out that a few of our guys led the league. Casey Mize leads the league in walks allowed, or tied for the lead. So that's pretty cool. And now we're back to batting average. So we'll go to the American League now, and we'll scroll through this quickly. Home runs was Seti Mullins with 49. Good for him. 49 for him. Vladdy Jr. had a really good season, it looks like. He won a lot of awards. Robbie Ray had obviously a really good season because he was a Cy Young winner. And now we're back to the beginning. All right, so that is going to wrap up the episode. Let me just clear out all this crap. And we will simulate up to the divisional round against the Braves. It's going to be Padres and Dodgers and us and the Braves. And then Astros and Angels and Yankees and Guardians. All right. The playoffs have been set. And for the first time in the series, and for the first time in over a decade, your Guardians, your Cincinnati Reds are playing postseason baseball. All right. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. I guess we can take a look at stats if we really want to. Tristan Casas in 83 games had 17 home runs, 50 RBIs, 244 average. Really good season from Casas. Alek Thomas coming over from the Diamondbacks. I guess he's not a rookie. I didn't mean to say, when he hit that 3-run home run, I think I said rookie. He's not a rookie. He was a rookie when we started this, but he's not a rookie anymore. 10 home runs, 28 RBIs, hit 257. Good season from him coming over halfway through with the Diamondbacks. Eloy Jimenez, 109 games played, 22 home runs, 67 RBIs. I just don't think he fits that well. He might have to get moved in the offseason. I don't know. Plus, his contract is a little expensive, so we might have to figure out a thing. Same with Josh Bell. Only 18 home runs, but he only played in 101 games. But he played in 101 games last year and had 23 and 74. So in the same amount of games played, he had more at-bats, too, than last season. He didn't perform as good. He is getting a little bit older. He might need to get moved on, too. Shohei Ohtani, we saw what he did, but his pitching stats, 12 and 12, which is not as good as what he was earlier. And he pitched a 3.31 ERA, but his hitting stats, he hit in 160 games. He had 25 home runs, 80 RBIs, 275 average. He slugged 521. Good season from Ohtani. Our second-year man, defending Rookie of the Year, Elly De La Cruz. 24 home runs, 73 RBIs. He's gone up to an 85 overall. He's really progressing. I'm very excited for him. He's going to be a real good player. Jonathan India, all-star a couple years ago, I think, or maybe this year. He was an all-star this year, actually. 22 home runs, 87 RBIs, best season as a pro, 295 average, 859 OPS. Good season from him. Rick Chapman in 31 games had 4 home runs, 16 RBIs. His rookie season kind of technically continues, I guess, into next year. I know it says he has a year of MLB service, so it technically won't count as his rookie year, but he's still young. He's still developing. And then Tyler Stevenson, ultra consistent, but he is dropping. That's not a good sign. At 27 years old, he's already regressing. 10 home runs, 57 RBIs. He actually had a pretty solid season in terms of being healthy. He wasn't healthy very much at all last year. But overall, a decent season for him. And then we go to the bench. Austin Martin played in 130 games. He was mainly the starting right fielder for us this season. 17 home runs, 58 RBIs for him. Good year for him. Nick Senzel played in 121 games. He had 13 home runs, 68 RBIs. Speaking of guys that might be out the door, Nick Senzel could be. I do like him, though, because he's so versatile. He can play so many different positions. Carter Jensen got called up. He hasn't really done much. Kevin Biggio, 48 games played for us this year. 4 home runs, 19 RBIs, 233 average. Good year. We got a lot of guys that are super versatile, which I like. Matt McClain played in 54 games, 2 home runs, 20 RBIs. Speaking of versatile, he can play almost every single position. And then Jay Allen, the final hitter, 74 games played, 6 home runs, 30 RBIs. He's going to be a good one for us, too. He's only 21. He's going to be a real solid player for us. And then we go to the pitcher rotation. We saw Ohtani's numbers, so we go to Urias. 17-7. Should have, no, he shouldn't have won Cy Young because Walker Buehler went 18-2. That's hard to beat. 2.65 ERA, a 105 whip, and a 4.5 WAR. Really good season for him. I'm so happy we signed him in free agency because he's a stud. Or did we trade for him? I can't remember. Hunter Green, in 31 games, had his best season as a pro. I hate to say it because it's still a losing record, but had his best season as a pro. He's developing. He's going up into a 90 overall. He's only 24 years old, 4.66 ERA. He's probably safe as our third starter, but these last guys probably aren't. I mean, Casey Mize, we got him at the trade deadline, 12-8. He really solidified the end of the season. He really played really well. So maybe he's here to stay for another season. But Daniel Espino, I mean, I can't be mad because Daniel Espino pitched well enough to win us that game. So it's not his fault. It is really not his fault that we lost that game. It's completely on the bullpen's fault, which worries me because the bullpen's what we're going to need to count on in the playoffs. So that terrifies me. But those are the starter numbers. Here's TJ Antone's numbers for in the bullpen. Then you got Aaron Bummer, who I haven't really been super impressed with, to be honest with you. 2-7 record, 4 blown saves, 5.5 ERA. I mean, I haven't been super impressed. We might have to move on from Aaron Bummer. Plus, his contract is kind of expensive next year, so there's going to be some shakeups in this organization after the postseason's over. But Jansen played in 86 games this year. 5 blown saves worries me a little bit. 279 average is okay. He's starting to regress though because he's getting really old. And Luis Patino, you scared me. You really scared me there. You've got good potential and you got a good overall right now. You played in 12 games, a 3.77 ERA, but I'm kind of terrified about how you played in that game that we just watched. Nick Lodolo in the bullpen this year. Actually, he was probably in the starting lineup, I think, for most of it. He started 21 games. Went 8-7, had a 5.40 ERA, but we had to upgrade to Casey Mize there, so Lodolo goes to the bullpen. Lucas Sims, 3.3 record, 3 saves, 4 blown saves, a 3.80 ERA. He had a 1.39 whip and a 1.0 WAR. And then Alexis Diaz blew the save. He did that 12 times this year, 29 actual saves, and a 5.95 ERA. We might need to work a different catcher or a different closing pitcher. So there are things to be improved. We are not a perfect team by far is what I wanted to say. But hey, not being a perfect team was able to get us 85 wins and winning the division and playing the Braves in the postseason. So I will take it. But I want to let you guys know how the postseason episode is going to work. So next episode, we will play the entire postseason in that episode. And what we will do is we will quick manage every single game. If we have to jump in, we jump in. But we will quick manage every single game. If we need to play a full game, the only way we play a full game is probably if we go to a Game 7 or an elimination game. But even then, I probably don't know. And maybe if it's the World Series and it's an elimination game, we play it, obviously, so we can see the trophy celebration. I don't think we're going to make it there, but if we do for some reason, then we'll obviously watch that. But we're going to quick manage most games, jump in when we need to, if we need to, and hopefully we will move on past the Braves into the NLCS and play either the Padres or the Dodgers. But we will play the entire postseason in the next episode, whether we finish in the NLDS, we get bumped there, or we make it to the NLCS and we get bumped there, or we make it to the World Series and win the whole thing. Who knows? Or lose the World Series. That could happen too. So it is all up in the air for what's going to happen next episode. This is a very interesting team because, I mean, we're the team in the playoffs with the least amount of wins. We have 85 wins, which I guess ties the Mariners and the Astros. So we are tied for the least amount of wins to make it to the playoffs. So not a lot of people probably think that we're going to go very far. They probably have us losing to the Braves in the first round. So we've got that against us, but hopefully we can actually get the job done and move on to the NLCS. But that is going to do it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and we've got our first ever postseason in the next episode. Hope you guys are ready for that. I know I'm excited. I know you guys are too. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thanks for stopping by and watching. I appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.